I took a client from 17 clicks a day to 226, and he literally stopped working with me. But it's only when I did this that I managed to get the client back. My client was a law firm in Australia. And what was amazing is that the moment we started to create SEO pages, they started to rank quick and big time. The issue is that we had two big problems. The first one was that it took the client too much time to actually check the blogs that my writers have written for legal mistakes. And even worse is that some of those mistakes were filtering through and going live in the website, and he was getting some complaints. This is the biggest nightmare I have in my agency, and the problem is that a writer is not a lawyer. So a writer is just going to say what's on the internet, or in this case, what ChatGPT might be telling it. But the internet can be wrong, or that specific statement might be right, but when you put it in the blog, it's actually wrong. And this was happening despite having a full checklist that I give to my writers to make sure that they write correctly and all the statements are correct. Which, by the way, if you want it, just comment writer and I'll give it to you in the comments. You can have it for free. We were even adding the actual AI links to show the client how we came up with this legal statement and that it wasn't just the writer getting confused. So the client stopped working with me because he had to find copywriters that were lawyers. But the problem is that this is hard to find or very expensive. So after a few months, I came up with this super solution that is actually working. I asked the client if there was a database with all the laws in Australia in his specific area. And to my surprise, there was. There are a lot of PDFs about each type of law that have hundreds of pages in each one. So I gathered all these PDFs and created a GPT, so we were only gonna get legal statements using those PDFs. So now we could use it two ways. The writer will write stuff, and when he needs to say a legal statement, he will ask the GPT to come up with a legal statement related to what he's writing. And secondly, once everything is written, it would pass the whole article in the GPT to flag any statements that might be wrong or not related to the law in that area, and so on. And after that, to make it even easier for the client to check, we will add a comment in each legal statement that has been mentioned, so the client doesn't need to read the whole article. It can just look at the specific comments, and if it's not correct, change it, but most of the time it will be correct because, again, the information is coming from his PDFs he gave me. Pretty cool, right? You have to think outside the box, especially having AI. You can do so many things with it. But now it's your turn. Let's go.